have promised everything to everyone, but they're failing. The Sustainable Development Goals literally promise everything, like eradicating poverty, hunger, and disease, stopping war and climate change, ending corruption, and fixing education. This year, the world is at halftime for its promises, but nowhere near halfway. That's why Copenhagen Consensus worked with more than 100 of the world's top economists to identify the world's best solutions using benefit-cost analysis. We've identified 12 smartest solutions, such as fix tuberculosis, improve education, and secure land tenure. Tackling malnutrition is one of the top 12 smartest solutions for the world. The nutrition economists find that providing micronutrients and calcium supplements for pregnant women is inexpensive but avoids millions of early and low-weight births. Each one of these children avoid a loss of 5 IQ points, making them more productive in adult life. Thus, each dollar spent delivers an astounding $24 of social benefits. Similarly, complementary feeding promotion, guiding parents to feed their children better, delivers a phenomenal $16 of social benefits for each dollar spent. This information is incredibly helpful for politicians. We promised way too much. These benefit-cost analyses can guide politicians to spend better. If we can't do everything, let's do the best things first, including on nutrition.
Many of the people on this webinar, possibly all of you, are intimately aware of issues surrounding malnutrition in all its forms. For you, it is self-evident that resources put into reducing malnutrition are a good thing. But the world faces many challenges, not only in malnutrition, but in health, education, poverty, the environment. The list goes on and on. We have many good ideas about how to address those other challenges. So in a world with many challenges and many good ideas about how to address these, how do we distinguish between competing good ideas? And this is where the work supported by the Copenhagen Consensus Center comes in. As you saw in the opening video by Bjørn Lomborg, the center asked more than 100 economists around the world to come up with good ideas for improving a wide range of development challenges. The center then ranked, using benefit-cost ratios as their yardstick, those that they perceived to be among the best bets for development. And it turns out that some of the best investments that can be made pertain to nutrition. Working with my co-authors, Bjørn Larsen and Salima Razvi, we looked at a number of nutrition-specific and nutrition-sensitive interventions, while noting that all of them, including complementary feeding promotion, the provision of SQ-LNS, can be very powerful interventions. Today, I want to highlight the benefits of replacing iron folic acid supplementation during pregnancy with multiple micronutrient supplements. Well, why this intervention and why this focus for today's webinar? We know, as Marty observed, that micronutrient deficiencies are widespread, affecting 2 in 3 women of reproductive age worldwide. And in pregnant women in low and middle income countries, the prevalence is likely to be even higher because their poor diets do not meet the increased nutritional requirements needed to accommodate both maternal and fetal demands. Recently, however, a series of researchers around the world have conducted a series of meta-analyses. These meta-analyses show that providing MMS in place of IFA reduces stillbirths, low birth weights, preterm, and small for gestational age births in comparison to IFA supplementation alone. These are great outcomes, to be very clear. But going back to my early observation that there are many things we can do around the world to improve health and development outcomes, how do they compare to those others? Well, one of the thing we highlight in our paper is that MMS averts stillbirths, meaning that more children live and become economically productive adults. But where the big economic benefits come is through the fact that children who are born preterm or children born with low birth weights attain less schooling and develop fewer math or reading skills. As a result, they are less likely to be employed and earn higher wages in adulthood. Put simply, providing MMS makes it less likely that these adverse consequences will occur. which in turn makes it less likely that the adverse schooling and labor market outcomes occur. We estimate that the total annual economic benefits of MMS are approximately $3.1 billion. If we were to replace our current standard of care, IFA supplementation, which currently reaches 40% of all pregnant women in low and middle income countries, that is 36 million women annually, a conservative estimate suggests that costs $84 million per year. With a total benefit of $3.1 billion annually per year, that means for every dollar we spend, there's a 37 economic dollar return. Marty, I'll end by putting it to you this way. Supposing you came to me and said, John, if you invested some of my money, what would happen to it? And I said, well, Marty, if you give me $1 to invest, I'll give you a $1.50 return. You would be a really happy person. That's a 50% return on your investment. If I said to you, in fact, I can get you a $3 return, you would be positively thrilled, okay? Because for every dollar you invest, you're getting a $3 return. To put that all in perspective, replacing IFA with MMS generates a $37 return on every dollar invested. Not only is it a great investment in terms of saving children's lives, improving the lives they live, it is fantastic economics. Thank you, Marty, so much for this opportunity to speak today.